Today I'll be unboxing Lucifer the End from Beyblade버스트 SuperKing. Let's get going. Alright, so I'm back with another Beyblade버스트 SuperKing unboxing featuring Lucifer the End B-175. Before I get into the opening, I just want to personally thank everyone from the Beyblade community who showed support during my Jet Wyvern opening. Especially you, Jojo. I'm a big fan of your channel, so big thank you. And also to Jake, Zanky, Instaburst, and everyone else from the Beyblade community. Thank you so much. And of course, back into the opening, this is a booster type packaging, so this won't actually come with a launcher, but you get this beautiful defense right spin blade from our main antagonist from the Beyblade버스트 SuperKing show. We have Lane Valhalla. Of course, one of my favorites because he's a very unique type character and he's in his flare form here. You know, he's obsessed with his flare. So of course here, this blade does have a awesome limit break system, which I will mention earlier, but this side of the box actually displays it very well. One part of it becomes free spinning, and another detail, this came out on November 28th, 2020. So onto the back here, as I mentioned, it is defense type. You can see the defense stats are off the charts. Also has pretty good stability and also good weight. It is one of the heavier Beyblades. And of course, onto the parts, we have the Lucifer chip. Just have some metal and rubber, as I will show later on as I open this. We also have the end energy layer, which will have the limit break function, the weight disc, and the drift driver. So these two parts in particular definitely help stabilize the blade. Especially the is very evenly distributed and a little bit tall compared to other weight discs I've seen. And the drift driver has definitely been shortened compared to the Mobius driver from variant Lucifer. And I forgot to mention, this is actually the evolved form of variant Lucifer. So very interesting to see. I think it's also going to be pretty big in size as well. And on this illustration of the box, it actually mentions that the outer layer of Lucifer the End acts as sort of like a barrier and a shock absorber, so whenever it gets impacted by other blades, basically absorbs it. And also this part of the chip, the Lucifer chip, the bottom part is actually made of rubber, so actually that secures it to the driver more securely, so it makes the blade less likely to burst. So that's a pretty cool gimmick of this blade. And lastly, before we get to the opening, just want to show you the illustration of the limit break system and how it works. So basically, limit break system means if the blade is hit hard enough by the opponent and it gets, you know, enough clicks, as they say, basically the limit break system will activate, meaning the energy layer will change form, and then there are two layers on the outside part of the energy layer that will become free spinning, so the blades will technically just slide off of it as it's impacting, and therefore increasing its defensiveness. So without further ado, let's get on to the opening. All right, so in front of us, I got all the parts out. I even put the stickers on, which are metallic, which is amazing. But I know all of you are looking at the forged disc right now, I know. I thought it was going to be silver, but check that out. It's purple, and apparently I had to take a moment because I didn't know what this meant. So apparently this is a rare limited edition color version. You can see here it's a little bit silver on the inside, but I believe it's a 1 in 8 or 1 in 10 chance of pulling this. Otherwise you just get a normal silver forged disc, disc. But honestly, guys, please correct me in the comments below if you know the exact pull rate of this. But I just wanted to bring this up before moving on, because I'm totally shocked. This is one of my first one of my earliest Beyblade openings, especially just starting out as a Beyblade YouTuber. So that's amazing. I'm very excited. But onto this, before we get into the parts, I wanted to show you guys the flyer that comes with the Bey. We have here the customization guide, so you can see which parts can assemble with Lucifer the End parts as well. And we have the sneak peek to Hollow Death Scyther, which already came out last Christmas, or December 26, 2020. I am opening this a bit late, but anyway, let's get on straight to the parts. I'm so psyched to see how this performs. We of course have here the Lucifer Sparking chip. Beautiful design. I already assembled the stickers, so we have the two metallic flames on its crown, which is super cool. Love the claws. And of course, this is made of metal, so it's going to feel a little bit heavier compared to other sparking chips that aren't made of metal. And we have, of course, the rubber. So this is plastic, this is rubber. Of course, this will secure the driver when the blade is assembled, so it'll help prevent the blade from bursting. So great function there. And of course we have here the end energy layer, and of course I already assembled the green metallic stickers. It's all just green, but beautiful energy layer. We have the free spinning top layer here, and if I hold the bottom part here, you can see the second one it can also free spin in either direction, which is actually amazing. So enough of that. This is part of the limit break system. I'll put that together. Back to the amazing weight disc. Of course, this is the third of the limit break forged discs, and according to the holes here, and also also the arrow, this is what you want to look for to see how many clicks you need for the limit break system to activate. You just need 3. So as opposed to Hyperion Burn and Helios Volcano, which is 1 or 2, this one is 3 clicks. So just so you know, and then I'll let you guys look at the other specs. It is a little bit taller compared to the other forged discs. And we have here lastly the drift driver. So yes, a lot shorter compared to Mobius from variant Lucifer. But honestly, that will definitely help so much with the stabilization of this bay. It's definitely chunky, very big, but I do like the design of it. It definitely matches color-wise, and we have a free spinning part down here, so very similar to the free spinning portion of Mobius, just without the shaft. It's more like a pancake. And without further ado, I'm going to put these together, and we'll get started with our test spin. So be right back with you all. Alright, so I went ahead and put together the beautiful Lucifer the End blade. So of course the forged disc and the driver are assembled, the drift driver. As you can see too, it's not too thick. I'd say it's more so wide than thick. And as you can see too, it's pretty stable even if you just leave it standing on its own. But of course too, this blade is when it's not in its limit break system, nothing is free spinning at the current moment, even if I hold it from the bottom. But like I said before, if you want to activate that limit break system, you have to perform 3 clicks, meaning it has to get hit pretty much a lot. And there you go. So after 3 clicks, you have the free spinning bottom layer and also the purple layer with the green arrow. So you have 2 spinning layers, can go in either direction really. And to simply put it back together, you get the gap on the bottom layer, align it with the green arrow, the gold arrow, and then you simply sandwich it together, twist it a little bit, and it should stay. And just make sure to reset the click. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and do a test spin with, of course, a right spinning sparking launcher, the long version. So 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. It's pretty mobile for a defense type blade. Now it's taking more so the center, but very different from the previous evolution variant Lucifer. Does not have that barrier, but I believe the limit break system is pretty cool with the free spinning wall. Of course, its special moves is called limit break wall and also, sorry, limit break the end and then the end wall. So I'm gonna let that spin until the end, and then we'll get started with our test battle. So pretty good stamina. Doesn't seem to wobble too much. Now it's starting to wobble, but seems to last pretty long. Alrighty. So there's our test spin. Oh, there you go. It's barely even tipping on its side, but there you go. And we're going to get started with our test battle. We're going to be facing Helios Volcano, a left spin balance type. The similar weight disc, actually. It's going to have, it's going to have Cho. Hyperion Burn has Cho. So without further ado, best out of 3. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! So how will a defense and a balance type blade face together? Pretty head on head. Oh my goodness. And I'll let you guys know too if the limit break system is activated. I don't think so far. I feel there's usually a pretty massive impact when that happens. It's pretty head on head. Oh my gosh, this is a very close one. Oh, okay, something happened. Oh, was that a tie? I think that was definitely a tie. Okay, so we're still 0-0. And as far as I could see, the limit break system did not activate. So that's what we know so far. And I guess we'll move on to the second round. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely Lucifer is more mobile in the beginning. Oh my goodness. I feel that you might need a very aggressive blade to activate that limit break system, so after the 3rd round we'll change things up. Will this be another tie? Let's see. They're both pretty heavy. Oh.
I'm gonna say that's a tie.
That's another tie. We'll do one more battle and then we'll switch up the blades because these two seem to be pretty well matched. And as mentioned before, or just similar to before, the limit break system has not been activated. Just want to confirm with you guys. All right, last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Oh, look at that. Oh, Lucifer is very aggressive in this one. Oh my goodness, another close one. This is why we have to switch up the blades after this one. I doubt the limit break system will activate with a gentle blade like Helios. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Then we're gonna have another tie. Oh my gosh, these are so well matched.
It's gonna be a tie,
we got
so-
3 ties in a row. So we're actually gonna switch up the opponent blade with Zwei Longinus, a left spin attack type. Of course, this is from the Gachi series. It's a bit older. I need to get Rage Longinus one day, but we have this for now. We're just gonna use it as a test and see how it works. So it doesn't have a limit break system like Helios Volcano, but we'll see. 3, 2, 1, go! Shoot! Much more interesting of a battle. Oh, look at that. Lucifer's just chilling on the side. Not engaging. Oh. Okay, best out of 3. Who's going to win this one? Okay, so Lucifer.
That's gotta be Lucifer.
So that went to Lucifer the N, defeating the attack type, who's Zwei Longinus. We had 1 click there. No activation on the limit break system. Okay, second round. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, well.
Okay,
Longinus.
We know who that one is.
Longinus outspun itself there. So we are 2 to 0. All right, and without further ado, we have our 3rd round. So let's see who wins. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, well, Lucifer definitely lost that one. All right, so the winner is Lucifer the N, and actually the limit break system did activate, I think just because it hit the wall repeatedly, but most likely that's what happened. But hey, it's a great blade to have. Honestly, I'm really loving the new structures, definitely purple code disc, and honestly I actually like it without the barriers. I had a feeling the rubber tongues on variant Lucifer kind of slowed it down at times, so definitely very fond of this limit break system. Hopefully we'll see more in the future, but if you enjoyed today's opening, please make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe if you'd like to see more Pokemon and Beyblade openings. So stay tuned everyone, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.